Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Tarot for Kindness. Kindness is magic. We need more kindness, more kindness. And Tarot for Kindness is all about kindness. We are doing tarot readings, or I am doing tarot readings. The Love Witch is doing fabulous charm casting. We're going to talk about that in a second. We are doing tarot readings to raise money for seniors in Ukraine who are suffering in this full scale invasion. If you don't know, if you've been not looking at any news, you don't know, but it's been a very, very cold winter in Ukraine, and Russia has been bombing all the infrastructure. There's no heat, there's no water, there's no electricity. This is making human suffering for your stupid ideas about how great he is when he's just a little nothing. He's worse than nothing. Don't get me started on that. But anyway, so we're doing the thing that we can do across the world, halfway across the world, or all the way across the world, which is to raise money to buy groceries for seniors in Ukraine who are suffering in this full-scale invasion. These are people, many of whom, the vast majority of whom are disabled. They're in their 70s, 80s, 90s. They have very small pensions. They have to make tough decisions like, do I have heat? If we even have heat, do I have heat? Do I have food? Do I have medicine? Do I have food? And Subotin Harbor, our friends in Kyiv, and their extra team that's in Zaporizhia, buy a week's worth of or 2 weeks worth of groceries for these seniors and deliver them once a month so that they can extend what little they have and not starve. So this is really grassroots. It is a small team that we're working with. We're a small team. And I'm telling you, when you guys buy this, I send the money over right after we're done. She goes, and it's early in the morning on Monday morning by the time we're done here. And she goes and takes that money and buys the groceries that day. So your money it's like directly going to buy food and deliver that food within 24 hours. It's like, there's no like this bureaucracy or you're paying for advertising or any of this stuff. Like 100% of your money is going to buy food for these seniors. So it is it is the best way that you can support Ukraine, is doing this humanitarian aid. And you're very, very direct. You're not dealing with big infrastructure or anything like that. It is directly going right away to feed these seniors. So if you want to like make a difference, and many of these seniors say this is like a miracle that they got this food, is like something that they've been praying about, or it's a miracle that happened to them. You guys are that miracle, because you guys make the donation. We give that money over to Subotin Harbor. They buy the groceries right away and save lives. So this is really a very compassionate, very easy way that you can save somebody and get a tarot reading. Like everybody wins, right? We get to hang out with you and have fun. I get to hang out with the Love Witch. That's my bonus too. And you guys get to get a reading. They get food. Everybody gets something. It's like such a beautiful way that this is really the way I think things in the world need to go, is where we are really helping one another and we're supporting one another. Even if we never will meet these people, you are an angel in their life. You are a beautiful blessing, a beautiful spirit in their life. And this is a fantastic thing. So we're so grateful to you. I'm so grateful to the Love Witch for being here with me so consistently. I'll be doing tarot readings tonight. Sometimes it's the Love Witch doing tarot readings. Can I tell them why you're not doing tarot readings tonight?
Yeah.
So I'm doing tarot readings. I'm going to be doing using Christopher Hughes bee tarot, because I've been hanging out with my bees. I have 9 beehives. I've been hanging out with my bees, and I just was like, I want to bring this one out again. I said, what do I want to? I usually bring out a fun, different deck that I don't normally use. So I brought that one out. The Love Witch, I said, do you want to do tarot? And she said, I have a new manicure and I want to show off my nails, so I'm going to do charm casting.
I haven't gone anywhere since I got them done. So this is the nails
like
debut.
Let me see those nails. I want to see them right now.
You've seen them.
Oh my gosh. I love them.
Before I break one, I wanted to really show them off on YouTube. So knock on wood, I won't break one. I don't want to jinx myself like that.
Yeah. So you pay $10 per card for the tarot reading, and you get a free charm casting, a charm reading from the Love Witch with her fabulous nails, free with every reading. So you're going to get a little something extra That's what we like to give here. So not only that, but everybody who gets a tarot reading gets an opportunity to win a brand new candle that we just dropped today, the I Love You candle. You're going to want, oh my God, when you see this, I lost my mind when I saw it long ago. We've been saving it up because Valentine's Day is coming and we just dropped it. So I'll show you a little bit. But everybody who gets a reading gets entered in to win this prize. You could win a candle, you get a reading, you help seniors, you get a charm casting. I mean, like the whole shebang. This is a lot of fun. So now I know you are ready to do it. How do you do it? Well, all you have to do is make a donation on Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat. Venmo's up on the screen right now. PayPal, you can see the link down below in the description. It will have that link and you can just click on there. Make your donation. Venmo, PayPal, Super Chat is the little button that is part of YouTube. You can go make a donation there. It looks like a $sign, hit it, and you make your donation and do it that way. Whatever you do, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chat, come back over here, go into the comments, let us know where you donated, let us know how much you donated, and then let us know your question or questions. If you don't have a question, you could maybe do something like, hey, I'd like to see the week ahead, or I'd like to, get some insight on career or relationship, whatever. You can be broad, or if you have a very specific question, you can ask that, and we're happy to do that. So, by the way, if you are watching here and you're typing in at the Parlor of Wonders chat, guess what? There's no one at the operator switchboard because we're here right now. So don't go asking questions. Well, you can ask a question on chat, but you're just going to have to wait till we're done here to get your answer. So the operators are busy right now.
Go ask the question there, put on your instant gratification oil, and cross your fingers.
Exactly. We're over here right now. We're working on this, but as soon as we're done, Lovewitch can answer those questions for you on chat. All right. So, should we do a few announcements before we get started, or do we have something that we need to get going at? Oh, we have some already. Okay, great.
Whenever you want to start.
My screen was low, so I didn't know if we had any. So first is going to be Jessica, then Valerie, then Universal Goddess, then Evelyn Rose, then Vivian. Oh my gosh. So that's the order we're going to read them in. Thank you so much, you guys. If you'd like to get a reading too, go ahead and make your donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat, and then come back over here. It's $10 per card. Let us know how much you donated and what your question is and where you donated, and then we'll do it for you. All right. So Jessica, thank you so much, Jessica. Love and blessings to Ukraine. Oh, that's right. Let's do that again. Do you want an extra card in your reading? If you give a message of support to Ukraine, we give you a free extra card in your reading. You have to purchase a reading, but when you purchase your reading, you want to get an extra card, leave a supportive message for Ukraine in the chat and we'll do it. Just like Jessica did. Jessica remembered. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. So love and blessings to Ukraine. You're going to get a 3-card reading, girl. Any messages from deities? They protected us through the recent move chaos. Oh my gosh, let's take a look at that. Messages from deities. Alrighty. I need a brighter light for these cards. I can't see them. I have to put on glasses. The print on was too small. This is why I don't use this teeny tiny print at the bottom. Oh, okay. All right. I can read it now. Old eyes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, great. I love it. Okay. So here's what I see. Well, first of all, no surprise that this card came up. We have 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Look at that. I mean, they're in the house. The jug of honey is broken and spilled, right? 5 of Pentacles energy is loss, right? And we know that part of the chaos that you went through is loss. But, there's something very interesting. It shows up in the 5 of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite, and it kind of is implied here. If you have something that there is a loss, we don't know the repercussions of that loss. Like, is there something that's going to happen that is like you got rid of something, or something was moved on, that actually was something that you may have been something that needed to move on, right? So when there is loss, we can tend to focus on the loss and not think about what if the thing had stayed, right? um I think about that in things like, I mean, this is not true of all loss. Believe me, it's not true of all loss. But like, sometimes, like a person loses a job, but then something better comes, and they would have never quit that like horrible job that they were miserable at, and then something good comes out of that loss. So I think of this Five of Pentacles energy. It's like there's something in this that is a blessing in this. It is coming. Something amazing is coming out of this, because the other two cards are saying that. And that Five of Pentacles is like, yeah, you experienced a loss. That loss is real. I also notice a little detail in this card, which is that like the couple is there for one another, right? That they're there for one another, they're supporting one another. I think it's important to talk about when you have loss, to like process it, to talk about it, especially with your loved ones, especially where you can kind of unburden yourself, not burdening the other person, but just to like move through this stuff and to talk about it. So you have your partner, you two can talk about it and do that. I think is also very important. It may even bring like the two of you closer together, or there's can be so many other things that we don't know when we experience a loss that can show up. My gosh, teeny tiny print on these cards I've got to see is Ace of Pentacles. Oh, see, there's something new coming your way. Oh my gosh, look at this. This card is making me hungry. I haven't had dinner. It's bread with honey on it. Oh, toast and honey. Is that not the best thing? It's butter and honey. Oh, I'm hungry. You can tell. So, when we have Ace of Pentacles, it's like money in your hand. It's a blessing. It's something coming. I'm wondering, with this message coming from the deities, um is there some kind of insurance claim that you can make, or some way that you can get like um some, kind of something to come back to you in some way? If there isn't through those sort of material world ways, this definitely indicates that something is going to come to you that pays you. So there's almost like you will get paid back from the universe. There will be some benefit, financial or otherwise, that's going to come to you, that's going to compensate you for this. That's like what when I see Ace of Pentacles, it's money in the hand. That's the message that's coming through for you. And I think, gosh, I cannot get over that bread and honey.
It
So
looks so
hungry.
good.
This is not good deck to read with when you haven't had dinner yet. Um, so anyway, I think of like that whole thing of like what you lost is going to be reclaimed. It's either going to be found again. There's another part of this that just came through for me, which I know that loss for you was also a musical instrument,
Oh.
calling the pawn shops around
Mm,
town, right? That's
that's
where
really
things go.
smart.
I had a burglary in my house once. I had totally forgotten about this until just now. I had a burglary in my house where they stole all my CDs. We knew who did it, and we found out who did it, and I'll tell you how. I had a huge collection of CDs, and they were weird, obscure CDs. So like it wasn't
Mhm.
like just top 10 stuff, right? I went to all the record stores in town, and I found a record store. I'm like, "Hey, did someone bring in a bunch of weird 60s surf music and this and that?" And they're like, "Yeah, someone came and sold this to us." And I go, "This band, this band." Yep, that was it. The store owner was like, "Oh my gosh." Yeah, we were like, "They were stolen." He told us who did it, who brought
Good.
it in, and it was a neighbor that stole it. Believe it, I
Oh,
have totally
no.
forgot about this. Um, but that was so kind. The store owner was like, "These are yours. You can have them back," and gave them back to
Aw,
us.
that's so sweet.
I've not thought about that. That happened 30 years ago. I have not thought about that. But yeah, because you had a musical instrument, check the pawn shops, there's lots of, or Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. You might find some interesting things. That it's weird that came to me. I think there's something in it for you. Oh my gosh, the glasses again. Okay. Look at how tiny that print is. It is so small.
Gosh.
I know you young eyes can see that, but not us old eyes. King of Swords energy, triumph, success. So this is like, I love the energy of the king, which is like staying put, being strong, I think that energy is what you want to bring to all of this. Your situation is going to be like super strong, super victorious, all of that. I feel like something with the stuff that has gone missing is it's gonna be coming back to you, but I would check, yeah, pawn shops. Something like that might be a good thing to do. All right. Oh, yeah, that's our 3 cards. Okay, great. All right, you have a charm for Jessica.
Yeah. I pulled this guy. These are so hard to show. The nails make it so much harder. I don't know what I was thinking. I pulled this little guy. He looks like the fool from the tarot, right? He's got all his possessions on his back, and he's just like marching along, excited for his new adventure. So I think like when you look at a fool or at the fool and don't know anything about the tarot, it looks kind of scary, right? Like this guy's walking off a cliff. But if you open any tarot book, it'll tell you everything's about to work out for the fool magically. The universe has his back. So I would think the message here is don't be discouraged by this shaky start to your new place. The universe has your back. Things could have been a lot worse and you were protected from it being worse. And now you know to have your guard up a little bit. I don't think you need to live in fear or anything like that. But yeah, I think the universe had your back and continues to have your back. So be on the lookout for the blessings. And I feel like maybe Jessica moved to a different unit or took a bigger
Yeah.
unit or something like that. And
Yeah.
so there's a blessing in itself, right? Be on the lookout for more of those. I think more good things can come from this. And yeah, like you're supported. So don't freak out.
Yeah. 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 I think she's pretty calm about it now. Pretty calm and
I remembered a story when you were telling yours where my apartment was robbed once and they stole my laptop. And I had this software that like kept track of what music I was listening to and published it to this profile. And they didn't delete that. So for years, I could see what the robber was listening to because my account was still connected. And there was a definite shift in like the genres of music. So
oh my gosh, wild, wild. Oh, good thing, right? Yeah. Oh, it's something else. Yeah.
they weren't
It's
helpful
hard.
at all. So I reached out to that site.
Yeah.
I was like, I need the IP address of whoever's using my account. And they won't give you that. So you need
Oh
a
my
helpful
God.
record shop owner
Oh my
instead.
gosh. Um, all right. So thank you so much, Jessica. Next is Valerie, Universal Goddess, Evelyn, Rose, Vivian, Devon, Lemoy, and Detiz. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. I didn't say it right. Valerie, thank you so much. Did Valerie give up support
She
message for
did, yeah.
Ukraine? Thank you. If you put a support message for Ukraine, I throw in an extra card. So get those support messages on the chat. Hi there. I know last week I had a great check-in love read. I would like to just know what is next in the near future for my Capricorn and I. Okay, I love that. Okay, well, here's what I'm seeing here. There's some changes going to happen with this relationship. And I almost think the changes, it's like standing at a crossroads. So our first card is the World card. Look at that World card. And the World card really represents that idea of fulfillment of something. The idea that we're fulfilling our dreams or fulfilling something in our life. And the World card is that sense of completion. I could say this is almost like you complete me kind of energy, with the two of you. There's going to be a decision though. It's interesting because I see that decision is the Two of Swords card. So Two of Swords card. So the dream, the lovely fulfillment of this, and then a decision has to be made. Two of Swords is like, do we go in this direction or that direction? As you're in a new relationship, you come to these crossroads, right? Are we going to go down this road? Are we going to go down that road? Are you going to go down this road and I'm going to go down that road? I think those are the things that we see when we're like new in a relationship. You walk down the road. Now, it's interesting because the Two of Swords is a very logical card. It is not emotional. So it is interesting to show up in a relationship question. Not unusual to show up in a relationship question, but not what we usually think of with relationship. Relationship is follow my heart. Do what my heart says to do, follow my intuition. But this is telling you to look at the relationship logically. This is also about communication, like having a talk about something. So there may be something that you discover in this relationship where you have to have a talk about something. It doesn't mean a bad talk or an awkward talk, but just like determining things. For example, when you get far enough into the relationship, you may start talking about what are our future plans? Do we want to be a couple? Do we want to live together? Do we want to have get married? Do we want to have kids? All of these kinds of things are going to need to be talked about at some point. Um, it can be, it doesn't have to be like I sit down and I have a very deep, important conversation with you. It can be dropped in. Um, and actually, a great way to start a conversation about something like this can be like, oh, like let's say we can go take it anyway. Let's say you see a little kid. Oh my gosh, I really want to have kids. Or I'm like, oh my gosh, I never want to have kids, right? Whatever it is. Glad they're having the kids and not me. But that can open up the conversation where you have it in a very casual way. Like, I think there needs to be some serious talks about like crossroads things that come up. If you haven't had those talks, if it's too soon, it can be very casual. I don't get the sense that this is the time to like, we need to sit down and talk like this. But, you can let things inspire these conversations. Like I said, like you see a kid or um, you talk about, oh yeah, my friends are getting married, and I think that's not. I don't know that that's something I really want in my future. And how do you feel about it? Right? Like it can be that conversation when it's appropriate. If early in a relationship, it may be too soon to have those conversations, but let them like open up naturally. Remember, a Capricorn's going to be real slow moving, but they're real steady, right? What I think is going to happen is an interesting card shows up next. We have the Death card. Now, Death card doesn't mean the end of something, but it does mean something graduating to something else. This does not look like a happy death card. It's showing a tombstone, but it does show flowers and bees, I guess, around the flowers.
Someone brought flowers. That's happy.
But what the death card represents is a transition to a different state, often a better state, honestly. I often use the analogy of the death card. I say this very often, is it's like graduating high school. Graduating high school is the end of high school. It's the death of high school. But you're on to college or career or fun or freedom. There are other things that do this. So I do see for you guys that there's going to be some kind of transition that may be based because of the Two of Swords on conversations that you have. When we meet someone, I mean, the reality is when we meet someone, we kind of fill in all the blanks like a Mad Libs. We fill in all the blanks with the things that we want. But there's a discovery process where we actually get to fill in the blanks with the actual thing, information of what the other person, who they really are. So when we have a Princess Charming or a Prince Charming, we think, oh, they're amazing, they're perfect. But we end up after a few years with the real person. And that is who we are going to commit to, is that real person. So I think the real person with all their information, who they are, is going to be a discovery process. It's going to happen naturally through conversation. And the relationship is going to transform where you leave behind the state of maybe this person, and they become a real person. And then we decide, is that real person the one we're going to go down the path together? It's the discovery for both of you. So don't be afraid of that, because it's natural. The state that we're in when we're first with someone, where we're making out with them all the time and we can't stop thinking about them, that is our brain on drugs. We cannot sustain that. We need to discover who the person really is to have that relationship. And I think number one and most important thing, if what you want is a partner, number one most important quality you're looking for in someone. Are they a team player? A team player does things for the team. There are many people out there who are lovely people, but they're all about what's in it for me, right? And I think that's one of the qualities that most people miss. Is this person a team player? Am I a team player? Right? That can be another thing to really reflect on as well. But to say, am I willing, a team player is willing to sacrifice for the team and maybe sacrifice some of their own personal desires, comforts, or whatever. If you have a team player, you got to keep her if what you want is a partnership. If you what you want is a fling, get the hottest person you can, have your amazing fling, right? But if you want somebody that you're going to go down to life together, you really need to look for that team player. So these discussions are going to happen. You are going to graduate into something else, right? But the part that is going to be left behind may be this part down the road. Where this illusion of who someone is, it's supernatural. You get to, it happens all the time. It is normal and natural to have an illusion about someone. And then you figure out, is this person somebody that I do want to spend energy, effort, time, and move down life with? So yeah, that's what you're gonna see. Some of the illusion is going to filter out, conversations are going to happen, and then you graduate, right? So don't be afraid of that death card. That's important. It's transition, it's change, but change is so normal in relationship. And then you get to find out who the real person is, right? So that's good. Yeah.
I pulled this cute little champagne chalice, which that first charm reminded me of the Fool, and this reminds me of the Ace of Cups. So it's like tarot night with the charms. I think this says follow your heart as well. I know like you were getting that information to like follow your brain, and this says you got to listen to your heart too. So sometimes, one needs to lead over the other, and I think at this point you really need to be in tune with both like the logical side and the emotional side, and listen to um, your inner Cancer, right? That's really in tune with your emotions and guided by intuition. So yeah, trust your heart. And I think this also speaks to like things to celebrate coming your way in the future too. So some things worth cracking open the champagne. Maybe that death card is like the end of dating and the beginning of being engaged, right? The death card could
Committed,
be that.
right?
Most
Yeah.
people wouldn't think about that, but that's definitely a graduation. So yeah, I think some stuff worth celebrating in your future.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the end of casual dating. Thank you so much, Valerie. Thank you. It's the end of casual dating and moving into commitment. If you don't have the freedom that have when you're dating, if you're moving into commitment, so there's an ending, but there's a beautiful beginning. So, yeah, excellent. Listen to what and also too, another good piece of advice is to listen to what people say um, too, like, I think it's important. This is another important thing for everyone. This is not for you and just for you, but it is helpful for you, but helpful for anybody in a new relationship, right? The mistakes I made when I was younger is the point of all this. If somebody tells you something, don't think that you're going to change their mind, right? So if somebody is like, I never want to have kids, oh, I'll change their mind. I never want to get a job. I always want to be, you will not change their mind. They're going to do what they're good. I never want to. I had one partner, this guy, he says, I never want to live with another person. I never want to live with you. I love you. We're committed. Da, da, da. I never want to live with you. I thought, I'm going to change him. No, I didn't change him. So he ended up living in a car. So
Oh.
that's how little he wanted to live with me. So that was the end of our relationship, by the way, when he was living there. But I say this with like my auntie. I put my auntie hat on. Like, if people tell you things, don't think you're gonna. Oh, well, they'll change their mind. They'll once a night. No, just okay. Take it at
You
face
save
value.
yourself so
Right?
much trouble just listening to what they tell you, right? Like, I've been in so many
Exactly.
situations like that too.
Exactly. 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 Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Valerie. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next, we have Universal Goddess, then Evelyn Rose, then Vivian, then Devon, then Lemoy, then Datis. Datis. You're gonna have to tell us how to pronounce your name or whatever. It may be just a pretend name. But maybe a real name. Well, tell us how to say it. Um, all right. Thank you so much, Universal Goddess. Did Universal Goddess give a support message to Ukraine so I can give her another card? Excellent. Um, love, career, general energy. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. I'm going to pick which ones are love and career and which are general energy. Okay. Love it. We've got some interesting cards showing up. Okay. So with career, in terms of career, I mean, I think three of these cards really could apply to career. And one is love. Um, we'll see what general energy pops up with these. Okay. So let's talk about career because there's opportunity on the horizon. That's what I'm seeing. We've got Two of Swords showing up for you. Okay, so Two of Swords is a card of like being at the crossroads and making a decision. I think you're at a point with career where you're either about to step into a crossroads or you're in a crossroads and you're like, do I do this or do I do that? Do I take this option or that option? Do I move forward or do I go back or what do I do? So Two of Swords energy is about air energy, which is about logic, the mind, the rational mind. So when I see Two of Swords show up, I often say, like, it's a good time to take stock of something and to kind of put on like a pros and cons list, right? So if you're looking at two options in terms of career, what are the pros and cons if I stay? What are the pros and cons if I leave? What are the pros and cons if I move up? Or, any options that are possible. Start to make a list of those pros and cons and see it like more from an emotional distance because sometimes, for example, we can be in a job and there's an opportunity to leave, but we're afraid to leave because we have the security of where we are and what's known. And to go into the unknown can be, risky or feel like, oh, what if I get on there and I don't like it, right? So sometimes we can hold ourselves back from taking that by just a matter of like inertia of like, oh, I'm so used to this and I'm so comfortable here and I don't want to take that risk. But then if we start to break it down, what are the pros of staying here? What are the cons of staying here? What are the pros if I leave and I go to this other business? What are the cons? And we start to see it in that very rational, logical way on paper. It can start to help us to get over our fears to make a decision that is maybe one that we normally wouldn't take. So I feel like that's what's happening energetically. We have this Two of Swords energy. You have options. You've been thinking about something that goes along with swords as well. You have an idea that shows up as our Page of Swords. Like this is a new idea, jumping out into something new, trying something new. Page of Swords energy is like very fresh, very young, very willing to try something. I often think Page of Swords is very wide-eyed and looking at the world in completely fresh ways, right? So it feels like there's an opportunity. And the reason I say new job is because you have Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles means money in the hand. It means a new job, a new opportunity coming your way. So it may not be on your horizon now. This may be coming up for you. Um, this may be something that isn't even in your radar right now, but knowing that this is the vibe that's happening, it's going to make itself very apparent. So it may be a promotion, it may be moving, starting a new business, it may be, a new job. But what it feels like something very fresh. It feels like a direction that is a new direction, and it feels like very positive. So if it isn't something that you are right in the middle of right now, you're on the cusp of it and it's going to make itself apparent very soon. And it looks super positive. Like, I think with all of this that's showing up with the Page of Swords, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like that's a real indication that you should go for that new thing because both of those are very exciting and fresh. Unless Page of Swords, I mean, Page of Swords is such a good, like, fresh, new environment, stimulating environment. Maybe stimulation is not what you want. Maybe you just want to get through it and retire or something. I don't know. But if that's the case, I would say if you don't want, like, I'm putting my own thing onto it, like my opinions, like fresh and new seems really exciting, but maybe fresh and new doesn't seem very exciting to you, you know? I don't know. Seems exciting to me. Do most people think fresh and new is exciting? I guess. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing that. So that is the career energy. 3 cards showed up about that. And I was like, that's career, that's career, that's career. All right. Love energy. We have 9 of jars, which is 9 of cups. Oh my
Mm.
God, that print is so 9 of cups is total satisfaction, having everything that you want, love being exactly what you want. That picture is me the other day. I was except I had my veil on. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see a picture of me in my bee suit. Did a little video of me holding a frame of honey. It was a lot of fun. Me and my bee mentor hanging out. So 9 of cups energy is like having exactly what you want. Having like I think with love energy, what like to get really clear about what it is that you want because you can have everything that you want. That's like 9 of cups. So I think one of the things either you're in a relationship right now that is super juicy and everything that you're wanting, or that again, you're on the cusp of it. I would invite that energy in. Like, how can you invite that energy in? It's like having a high expectation, a positive expectation. And I would even say, like that, I've said it many, many times. You probably heard me say it here many times, but to make the list, make the Magic 21 petition, which is a list of 21 qualities of your perfect partner, perfect relationship, and then put it underneath the love candle. We have these amazing love candles now. Put it underneath the love candle. Take that paper out once your candle is done, put it underneath your between your mattress and your box spring to invite that perfect love into your life. What this is saying to you is perfect love, the one that is so fulfilling to your heart, is available to you. It is out there and available to you. And so, doing like spells to draw that to you, or looking at your partner and appreciating all the good qualities of your partner and seeing how full your cup is really the message of that. Like she has so much sweetness, so much honey, even she has all those jars plus a frame, which is another couple pounds of honey. Those frames, when they're filled with honey, are heavy. It's wild how it works. But anyway, she's got more than enough sweetness in her life. It's like acknowledging that sweetness, paying attention to that sweetness, and seeing how much you have or how much you want, being having those high standards that this is what I'm going to attract in. And nothing about this card is settling in the sense of like, oh, I have to settle for something that makes me miserable. No, this is pure sweetness and really heart filled with love. So that's what I'm seeing. There's not really general energy, I guess, new opportunities in career. I mean, it just really came out as those. So I see that, as opportunities coming your way for new career moves. If you want to take them, you'll be very positive and this very heart fulfilling love in your life. So, yeah.
Well, I think in general, now is the time to just go for it. I pulled this little trophy. Look, you're number one. So really make decisions right now that put yourself first and that feel like they honor your goals and the things that you've been working toward, because everything's really within reach right now. Sometimes things can feel the most out of reach right when we're about to grasp it. So keep that in mind too. Like if you've been feeling discouraged or feeling overwhelmed, sometimes that's just part of the process. But yeah, you've got it right now. So go for it and grab the things you want.
I think that it's interesting. I noticed something. The trophy is a cup too,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? Heart fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling, magical. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
So beautiful. Thank you so much, Universal Goddess. You can get a reading too. Oh my gosh, spot on. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. Hey, let me do a couple of announcements before we get to our next. Let me get, let's see if I can do this. I believe in me. There we go. Is it coming in? Yeah, there it is. All right. Oops. Oops. What did I do? I switched tabs. Oh, there I am. Okay. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm a cuckoo bird. All right. What do you have questions about magic? Do you have questions about magic? We have every Sunday free, except for the first Sundays, free live magic Q&A tea party. This is my tea left over from the tea party. It takes place every Sunday except for the first Sunday of the month. 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We do a book giveaway each week. We just gave away The Pearl Pentacle. If you'd like to join in, you can sign up at spellsquad.com or use this QR code. Join us in the Zoom room, hang out, ask questions, have fun. It's an hour of fun, really, is what it is. Also, want to let you know, books and decks are on sale. New Year, New Witch sale all the month of January. We have books. Oracle decks, tarot decks, all are 20% off at the Parlor of Wonders. No coupon code required. The discount applies in your cart. However, if you would like 40% off a book or books, tarot decks, or oracle decks, join my coven at any paid level at coven.vip. Scroll down and you'll find that coupon code and you can get 40% off. That is cheaper than Amazon, jerky Amazon. We don't want to give them money. Ew. Come over to Parlor of Wonders. Anyway, Spell Squad Forum. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been loving this. Has been giving me life. The Spell Squad Forum is our very private forum. You have to have an invitation, and I'm extending the invitation to you. It is not a Facebook group. It is not attached to social media. It doesn't have a bunch of dumb ads or bad news or anything like that. You can take a break from doom scrolling. That's what I've been doing, and it has been so heart filling. You can learn and connect in our private and supportive Spell Squad forum. If you want the invitation, all you have to do is go to parlorofwonders.com/Spell Squad forum, sign up, or use this QR code, handy QR code there. We have magical content and conversations all week long, special fun challenges. We just finished today, or finishing today, the 7-day small spell share challenge, where everybody's shared a little quick, brief spell that they've done each day. Like yesterday, I shared the soap that I used that was return to sender soap to send away negativity, because Lord knows we can use that. Just little things that we're doing every day. And what everybody's doing and sharing has been so inspiring. I've just been loving it. It's giving me life. This is a lovely, supportive community. So as long as you are a lovely, supportive person, you're welcome. If you're not, don't bother. This is a really sweet group. We have access to this energy of our Q&A going all week long. People are answering questions for one another, cheering each other on, giving helpful advice in non-judgmental ways. It's really sweet and really kind. So you're only invited if you're a kind and sweet person. If you're not, go find another forum to hang out with. We share and get helpful information. We have herb guides that I've posted. Jessica, who was just getting a reading earlier, posted a great post about garlic magic. We have all kinds of fun things. It's a real interactive thing. It's not just me sharing things and you commenting on it. It's you sharing things and you putting things up. It's really fun. We also have exclusive giveaways and more. And in fact, our giveaway for January is we're giving away a free candle spell kit of your choice and a free booster pack of your choice to make a beautiful complex spell. All you have to do is post and comment on other people. We're going to put those into a magical, I don't know, raffle box, and then we're going to take that out and pick one winner, and that person will win. So when you comment or post, you get an entry each time you do. So you can get a lot of entries. We still have 6 days left in the month, so it's plenty of opportunity for you to win. Swing and Sip is our monthly pendulum play date. I hope you'll join us. It takes place on the second Sunday of the month at 4 Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Next one takes place on February 8th. We get together, I teach you a pendulum technique, and then we practice for the hour. You learn and you practice. It's not really like a workshop per se, it's about a practice session. So if you have a pendulum, you want to learn how to use a pendulum, you want to learn new ways to how to use a pendulum. Earlier this month, we did how to do spiritual cleansing with a pendulum is what we did. Join us. You can find out more by going to parlorofwonders.com/pendulum practice. We have another one that's on the third Sunday of the month at 4 Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. That's Cards and Connection. It's our monthly Tarot and Oracle practice circle. If you are new to Oracle cards or new to Tarot and want to get some practice in a very supportive, loving environment with one-on-one with other people in breakout rooms, awesome opportunity for you to do that. Takes place on the third Sunday of the month. Um, oh, that's not right. It's not the first one. We've already had one. It was awesome. The next one takes place on February 15th. You can find out more by going to parlorofwonders.com card/card practice. Now, these are paid events, but we've added new perks to every level of the coven, including a free pass to swing and sip if you join at the Good Witch level or higher. Good Witch level is only $10 a month, and you get this $40 swing and sip session plus many other things. If you go the next higher level, Wicked Witch level, which is $20 a month, you not only get a pass to swing and sip, you get a pass to Cards and Connection. That's an $80 value, plus a bunch of other amazing stuff too. So go check out the new perks and sign up at a free level. If you just want to check out the Coven, go sign up at a free level or a paid level at coven.vip. I'm going to be doing some live events and I might be flying near you. I'll be doing Between the Worlds Sacred Space and just outside of Washington, D.C., February 19th through 22nd. I'll be teaching pyromancy and capnomancy and motonki. Spirit Northwest in Portland, Oregon. I'll be there and I'll be teaching mysteries of the Varoshka Slavic fortune telling secrets. So check those out. Oh, Tarot for Kindness. We're here right now. Look how cute we are. There's the Love Witch and me. Miss Kelly sometimes pops in, usually the first Sunday of the month, and we do readings to help feed seniors in Ukraine. $10 per card, you know the drill. And Subbotin Harper, our partners in Kyiv, provide groceries for over 300 seniors each month. We also do a candle giveaway each week. That's what I want to talk to you about. Look at that amazing candle. Are you in the mood for love? You should be. Love is in the air and should be in the air. This Sunday, we'll be giving away the I Love You spell candle today, right now, at the end of this session. Everybody who gets a reading is automatically entered to win. You can check out our whole collection of candy heart candles. We just dropped this candle today, but we've got a whole bunch of them. We've got Marry Me, Kiss Me, Soulmate, True Love. We've got all these cute little candy heart candles that are great for love spells. If you want to find out and see them, just go to parlorofwonders.com/love spells. Then when you get there, look at the sorting and sort newest to oldest, and you'll see all the new stuff. And you'll see all the love magic, but you'll see the newest ones first. So anybody who's getting a reading today is automatically entered in our drawing, and we'll spin the wheel at the end and see who the winner is. February Aquarius new moon is all about Stribo, the Slavic god of the winds and the distributor of wealth and disperser of riches. So we are doing an abundance spell for the month of February to go along with that Aquarius, windy Aquarius energy, the winds of early spring and late winter. We're getting into that energy. You can get a new moon spell kit and do it yourself with instructions and all these things, except for you don't get this and you don't get this. These come with the deluxe new moon spell kit and workshop. With that, you also get the extra candle, the extra oil, and a mini workshop on Stribo so you can understand who he is. We also have our new moon group spell service where I do the spell for you, and that also includes the mini workshop. It closes on February 3rd. And our new moon is on February 17th. Go to newmoonspells.com. You can subscribe and save. All right. I'm going to share the other ones later. Let's get back to some readings. All right. What do you think? Sound good?
Sounds
Aw.
good.
All right. Oh, Evelyn says, mostly just feeling called to support Ukraine tonight. Any general guidance, where to focus energy would be perfect. Thank you. And did she post? Well, I mean, I guess that's a post in support of Ukraine right there, right? So we're
Mhm.
going to give you
Yeah.
an extra card. If you give, and the little flag. Awesome. Thank you so much. So we're going to do a 4-card reading for you, Evelyn. Great. Yes. So we're going to do a 4-card reading. Where to focus energy would be perfect. All right. Gotta put my glasses on. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. Okay, great. All right. First thing I'm seeing is the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords energy. 8 of Swords shows, it's interesting the differences between this deck and like the Rider-Waite deck. All right, 8. Why is there all Where are the other two swords? There's only six on there. It's so weird, right?
Hmm,
Where's
I
the other
wonder where they
two?
are.
Behind the hive. All right. So, Eight of Swords energy is about the perception of limitation. The perception of limitation. As a beekeeper, I'm going to talk about this for a second. You would think that oh, there they are. I see them. There's one there and one
I
there.
just saw
They're
it
like,
too.
yeah. That's hard to see. All right. So you would think that like it's interesting. People who don't have hives have interesting ideas. Like before I had beehives, I had interesting ideas about like what happens, like very protective of the bees and like worried about the bees, right? And I am still protective of the bees and worried about it, but in a very different way. So you think that like, oh, if you go in there and you like take the thing out, you're going to crush the bees or you're going to do that. Oh my God, you're going to do that. No, you have brushes and things, and then you put it down and the bees fly back in. They're very, very resilient, right? So, this is about perception and how perception is really important to get out of limitation. So, like, I think someone looking at this who never had a beehive would go, oh my God, they're killing the bees. No way. Those bees are not getting stabbed by the knife. It's going if that in that weird like scap, that's called a scap, that little basket that you put over and the bees go in there. In that scap, you can cut out whole sections of like honeycomb, the especially the honeycomb, or even abandoned honeycomb, and it really doesn't affect the bees. They're fine. You wouldn't cut out all the honey or take all the honey. They need it to survive as well, but they always make more than they need, and you take out what you need, and the bees are fine. So, like putting a knife into it, like we cut off that honeycomb off of the frames, and and then put the frame back in. We take a little bit when it's appropriate to take some. We do natural beekeeping, so we don't like feed the bees sugar water or take all the honey from them and then feed them sugar. No, we leave them their honey. But when the honey is at its peak, you can take that honey, which is usually in the fall. Okay. So, this message for you, Evelyn, is like what you perceived, there are no limitations. What you are perceiving as a limitation is not a limitation. So, to question what you're thinking about something, if you're thinking, I can never do that, or that's not possible for me, or that is never going to happen for me, I would say question that. I think I need that right now. Like I'm feeling like, oh, the world, is it ever going to get better? I need to question that limitation of like, yes, not only can it be better, but it can be better than it was before all this stuff is
Mhm.
going on. Right. So I think about like that's where we need to like as I think collectively as progressive people we need to think, but also you individually, maybe not on the world situation, maybe something personal to you where you feel or see that there is some kind of limitation or something is not possible, and to get out of that limited thinking and to get into expansive thinking. It's interesting because swords do cut, right? Swords cut away things. And it's like cutting away the limitation, cutting away our own limitation. I can't do that because I'm this or I'm that or the other. That's a limitation we always lay on ourselves. This isn't possible for me, right? So getting outside of that, I think going along with that, we have five of jars, and five of jars is focused on loss instead of focused on the glass half full, focused on the glass half empty instead of the glass half full. So how can we like bring our focus around onto what we have, what is good, what is in our world that is positive and good? I think that's an important thing. It's not to stick our fingers in our ears and pretend that the other doesn't exist. You're not saying the glass is all full when it's half full, but it's to put the attention on the things that are working. Put the attention on the things that you love, that are good for you and that you can appreciate and have gratitude for. I often think this is really a gratitude card, the 5 of cups. It's like a little hidden message in the 5 of cups, 5 of jars in this case, of like, where's your gratitude practice? If you're not balancing your outrage or your anger or your those righteous feelings with gratitude practice, things can get very out of whack. And the gratitude is for um, oh, there's so much to be grateful for, right? People that are marching, fighting, pushing back, that were, all of those things out there. But this may be a personal thing as well, like to find the gratitude in your own experience. Um, Now, also too, where to focus your energy. The moon card. Oh, what a beautiful version of the moon card. It does have elements like that are echoing that I kind of love in this version of it. So she is walking across a stone bridge over the water onto a path, and the path leads between these two honey scaps toward the mountains and the moon. One of the messages of the moon card, if you're walking out in moonlight, you cannot see a mile in front of you. You're only going to see what's right in front of you, even under a full moon, the light of a full moon. So we have to kind of walk in faith, right? To step in faith and to walk in faith. So I really get that sense that when we're walking with the moon, or we get the moon card, it's asking us to just do the work that's right in front of us. We can have a projection of where we want to go. We want to walk up here. We want to walk through these two things, but we, go toward that moon between on the horizon. But we just want to walk and like, what's the work right in front of me? That's what I need to put my focus on right now, not making plans or this and that, because look at this road, it twists and turns around before it goes there. So you may have twists and turns, but if you focus on what's in front of you, you're going to keep going forward, right? And it is about keeping moving as well. Then look what we have. Oh my gosh, I love this reading. I want this reading for me. Look, we have the Three of Jars, which is Three of Cups, which is play with your friends, have fun with joyful people, make time for celebration. There are things to celebrate. Get into the place of like connecting with your good besties, with your people that you love. The jars in this case, or the cups, represent love and connection. But this is like being with people that you love, celebrating with people that you love. Having joy too is so important. Joy is a form of resistance, honestly. So, yeah, so how can we do that? How can we make more joy and amplify that joy because we celebrate or hang out with others? Beautiful, beautiful reading. I love that. So there's where you put your focus. It's like taking transmutation, but also doing the work and going forward, and also bringing in joy. I love it. But
I pulled this cute little car charm. So I think the energy of this is definitely just like keep moving onward and upward, right? But also, when I had a car, my favorite thing to do was drive aimlessly, and just like sightsee, right? And just kind of like a walking meditation, but without having to walk, right? Just with a half a ton of steel or whatever. So yeah, I think go for a drive, or if you don't have a car, go for a walk or go for a stroll or take a train somewhere, but get out there and see some fresh things that don't require too much work, right? Like I'm picturing like a nice scenic Sunday drive. That's what you should do.
yeah, it sounds lovely, right? Or when the weather gets a little better, road trip with
Yeah.
friends.
Or do that now to somewhere where the weather is nice, right? Escape your cold settings. That's where you are. It sounds very tempting to me.
I have to say is I saw the picture outside your window. It looked so beautiful, that snow.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it just started then and it hasn't stopped, so it's a whole different picture
Wow.
now. Yeah, it's been going all day.
Wow. Wow. I mean, you're in a warm house. That's so nice, right? You can look out the window.
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
those door dashers deliver you food.
Not doing any DoorDash. I'm gonna wait
Oh
till
my
it's a little less icy out there for
God.
that.
All right. Thank you so much, Evelyn Rose. All right. Vivian is next. Vivian. Did Vivian give a little um, encouraging message to you? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
she did here.
I can't get the chat on my iPad to work. I wanted to say I'm working on a presentation about vicarious trauma, and one of our topics is Ukraine. So I've been thinking about it a lot lately. That's a very supportive message. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I would like to ask 2 questions. I'll donate for 5 cards. I actually bought 2 money candles, but as always, or almost always, I set the intention and don't have to do the spell. Vivian, you are magical. Okay, here are my topics. Well, you can burn those candles as like a beautiful little, kind of meditation point or something. It doesn't have to be a spell, right? I mean, candles can be a meditation tool or just add ambiance. So, if you do your spells and that candle, isn't necessary, um, display it as a little thing on an altar for a while or burn it. I burn candles that aren't spell candles. I'll,
Mhm.
and listen, if you have your electricity goes out, those candles come in handy. you
I
know?
know. My sister
Oh my,
was like, "Oh, you're uniquely prepared if the power goes out, right?" And I was like, "What do you mean, uniquely prepared? Like, I'm stuck inside because I don't have a key to the door that's not by the elevator?" She was like, "No, you have all those candles." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess that's a good point."
yeah, I mean, I take all like the kind of dud candles home and I have a big box of candles. And when we have like our electricity goes out, I set them up and we play board games by candlelight. And I kind of pretend like I'm living in the 1700s and I'm an elegant lady in Versailles or something, doing everything by candlelight. All right. One is my new idea of where to live after selling my house, good or not? And the second is, what does the sudden silence for my hot and cold person mean? Because I am annoyed. Okay. All right. All right. Sudden silence. All right. So we're going to do 6 cards. So I'll do 3 and 3. Oh, I love that. See, these decks that I don't work with a lot, then sometimes they change the names of the cards, especially the major arcana cards, and they're interesting names that they do. Oh, this is wild. This is wild. Okay. All right. Let's talk first about new idea of where to live. Um, the first card that came up for that is like 10 of swords energy, which looks just like 8 of swords, but they threw in a fire and some extra swords, I guess. But 10 of swords energy is endings and then new beginnings, like closing one chapter and opening a new chapter. So when you think about like selling your house, um, like this process, it is going to be like closing the chapter on something. So yes, we may have that, like, oh, there's these things that I associate with this house, or I have memories or like that, but you're really going into a brand new chapter. Like, I love the whole new fresh page, new beginnings. So I think what would be so helpful, just energetically, not even about the idea of where to live, is just to go, okay, what is it that I want to write on that blank page? Almost like putting real intentional work into what you want to create in that new home that you have. Now, when you have your new home, I love it because we have your idea of where to live after selling your house has this wonderful blossoming energy of the Princess of Pentacles. So, Princess, I want to make sure Princess is page, queen. I think that's what it is. The page energy, Princess, or did we have pages, right? Did we have pages in this deck? No, that was the other. I was doing I was doing tarot readings earlier today and it's all blending in. I want to see if it's like page prince and princess or what the heck it is. Hold on, you guys. Princess. Oh man. Sorry, I don't know this deck, so I have to do king, prince. Okay, so princess is page. Okay. So this is page energy. Page energy is new beginnings, but Page of Pentacles is establishing something, like really establishing roots and grounding. I love this because it's like the big blossoming. It's the beginning. I mean, there's even a giant blossom on there that bee is on. So I think of like this energy of like you're putting down roots and you're starting and building something new. You're at the beginning, right? When we are at the page, we're at the beginning of the journey. But I think with that 10 of swords, it has that blank page energy so that you get to write what you want your experience to be in the new place. So it is supportive of that, but it's like, hey, why don't you literally write what you would like to happen or vision what you would like to experience in your new home, right? Not only that, the third card is the Delphic bee, and the Delphic bee is the Hierophant card.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, oh my gosh, she is amazing, right? I love it. Look at there's honey dripping from her fingers, this beehive with incense in front of her. And so it's and honey dripping off the columns. It's so beautiful. So if you think about this represents tradition, wisdom, empowerment. I feel like there's so much richness in this new place that you're deciding to live. It feels like it offers you so much spiritual connection, spiritual wisdom, deep empowerment, and it's the beginning of something, and you get to write it. I think you're right on the money with this. It's like so, so good. So I think the message of these three cards is you get to write your new page and literally write it down or vision it or do whatever works for you of what you want this new home to be for you. Then go into it knowing that you're setting down roots and you're building something that's going to be blossoming and growing. And then get into like, oh, there's a spiritual element and an empowerment element for you in doing this. So I love that, all of that. So now, sudden silence from hot and cold person. Ah, okay. The first thing we have, well, this is interesting because the first card we have is the Ace of Jars or Ace of Cups. So that can be a new fascination that they have, or it's coming like that, like there's a new fascination for them, something that's calling to their heart. It can be a person, but it could also be something not a person, right? It can be like a new fascination with something that it's whatever fills their heart. There is a new fascination. That's the ace, right? Look at all that honey dripping off of there. So this is that idea that there's something new that's calling to their heart, something that's calling to them. It could be some like project that they're working on. It could be a person, but that is whatever it is that is fascinating them. It's in the honeymoon stage. That is the lover's card. And that is like taking up all their thoughts. I think about like sometimes I'll get in a project and I'll be totally absorbed in it. And that's really the energy I'm getting at. That's the honeymoon phase. I'm totally absorbed in something. So your hot and cold person who's silent is absorbed in something very, very deeply. They're completely absorbed. They're focused. They're hyper focused on it. Um, ultimately, and then we have Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the card about, again, about like community. And I mean, this could be, that idea that they're doing this for some kind of recognition. I do get the sense it there is a possibility it could be a person, but if it isn't a person, it is something that they're doing so that they can like show the world or something that they're proud of, right? Show the world their success or their discovery, or that there's something that like they're really, 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 really focused on in career. I mean, I get this, like I've got this brilliant idea, or I've got this amazing thing I'm going to create, and I want to show the world that. So it could be person, it could be that, or it could be there is this hyper focus on something that they're working on that they want to show the world. But yeah, there's definitely something going on. Yeah, it would be annoying. It would be annoying. They're not paying attention to you. So, yeah, give it some time. Yeah, so what
Um,
do you have?
I think the charm I pulled is about the hot and cold person because I got these drama masks, which is like so hot and cold, right? Happy and sad, back and forth. And I think the message of this is don't get frustrated by this or stay too focused on this because this is the nature of a hot and cold relationship, right? Now it's the cold part, then it's going to be hot again.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think this is kind of just like what you should expect. Sometimes you'll be hearing from them nonstop. Sometimes you won't be hearing anything. That's how hot and cold people are. So yeah, I think it's just a cold front. Warmth will come back. So I wouldn't give it my attention. I would focus on other things, and I think that in itself is a little bit of a spell to kind of
Draw them
yeah, it's like
back,
taking
right?
your eyes off of a pot so that it boils, right? It's doing the same thing. Stop looking for your keys so you find them. Stop looking at the phone waiting for this person to reach out, and then you'll be hearing from them nonstop. Just give it a little time.
Yeah. I mean, I think the snowstorm is also another thing. You're in the middle of a snowstorm right now. But the snow is going to melt. Spring is going to
Mhm.
come. The plant flowers are going to bloom again. So it's just like writing that out, right?
Yeah.
We can tend to like think what is happening right now is what's going to happen forever. And, it doesn't necessarily mean that. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vivian. All right, Devon is next. And then we're going to do a couple of announcements. Oops. Did I freeze? Am I here? Can you
You're
hear me?
here. I can
Oh,
hear you.
okay. It
Can you
says,
hear me?
says
Okay.
connection lost, reconnecting.
Ooh, scary.
Whatever. My internet did something so wacky today during my class. It showed that I had full bars on my Wi-Fi, but it dropped me on my Zoom call. It was wild.
Oh, weird.
Oh, Devon, did Devon put a little message to like support Ukraine too?
Yes.
Oh, may hope wrap around you like light. May peace find its way to you soon. We stand with you. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you, Devon. All right, so 5 cards for Devon. All right, let's take a look. The usual. Devon's a regular here at the bar. Well, one of these cards is not a surprise in the middle of a snowstorm. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. So here we go. The first card is the Hermit card. Hermit card. Well, that means, this is like what I get out of this, Hermit card is like kind of retreating, going within, spending time on your own. Like, yes, we could sit in this middle of this storm and go, what, I'm wasting my time. I want to go out. I want to be doing things. Or we could look at this as like, oh, this is time where I can maximize some time of doing something that is like indoor and quiet or learning or all of those things that are hermity kind of things. So I look at the hermit card with a kind of like, oh, it gives you, instead of having to be out there for everyone, you get to be at home, working on crafts. I mean, I think of those kinds of things, or you get to work on things. My new thing that I'm totally into is embroidery. I am so into
Ooh.
embroidery. I said, I want to do something that's off a screen. And I'm like, hey, embroidery. And so I got these old overalls, denim overalls, and I'm going to embroider them. Like they're going to be the
Ooh.
wildest hippie thing with symbols and sigils on them. Anyway, but that's the kind of thing. I know Devon is a crafter too. So I think maybe this is like I hope you get to stay home from work for a few days. Is that what they're doing for everyone? Everyone's staying home from work?
I hope so.
I
I'm
think
staying
I saw that's no different.
home.
I saw a picture of someone doing yoga like in the middle of Fifth Avenue or something in New York.
That's great. I saw a live stream of people jumping into the ocean at Coney Island and making snow
What?
angels like naked, and I hurt for them.
Oh my gosh. That's not my people right there. That is not
Mine
my people.
either. Yeah, no.
You go do you, boo, but that is not me.
I was watching it and I was
But I
thinking they would be pulling me out of the water on a stretcher if I did this.
So Devon, I'm hoping you get to like spend some time at home and you get to like be cozy and just hermit up. But like how we can enjoy that time. I feel like this card is really talking about how we can enjoy that time, or how we can when we're getting a chance to not have to be giving, where we can give to ourselves. That to me is like the hermit energy. This week is also going to be a week of ups and downs, unexpected things. That's not surprising. Tower card energy. Tower card is really clearing out the universe, clearing out what needs to go. So I feel like this is like expect the unexpected. But again, with a snowstorm, right? You're going to have to like go with the flow and do, some things are going to change. They may say come in, and then they may call you and say don't come in, or all of these other things. So I feel like there's this energy of like unexpected things happening, but that's what we prepare for with this, a snowstorm. Everybody, I think I saw videos of like people all buying the things that they need, right? Like clearing out the shelves and stocking up on things. Were people buying lots of toilet paper? That's what people do, buy toilet paper.
Everyone buys bread and milk, which I don't buy those things. I don't need bread or milk during a snowstorm. Yeah, I say buy soup and alcohol, but what do I know?
Well, I will say our little secret, our little love witch said, and I'll find out if you did it. I'm going to cook in my cauldron on the stove. She
I
got a
did.
cauldron for Christmas.
Yeah,
Soup.
now I need to wash it. So that's what I have after this.
So I think it's just like this week, there's going to be things changing, plans. I feel like this card is all about like plans changing at the last minute, and just to like be able to go with the flow of that whole thing. So you may get called into work and then not come in, or they may want to call you and want you to come in. It's like, I wouldn't make this week, I wouldn't make too many like hard and fast plans that you can't switch around. We also see that just goes with it too. We have Five of Wands energy, and Five of Wands energy is like things, everybody's kind of moving like in different, like everybody's on a different wavelength. Nobody's connecting or working or cooperating with one another. It just means that everybody's doing their own thing. So it feels, this card can be a bit chaotic. So again, like chaotic energy, unpredictable energy, what's going to happen? We have to make shifts or changes, or figure things out. So I feel like there's a lot of that energy that's going on, and just to like roll with it, which I know you're very, very good at. You're a little Gemini fairy. You fly around that. Interesting. Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords is Knight of Swords. And look at that little fairy bee fairy guy. He's so cute. So Prince of Swords energy is to advocate for yourself. Like, what is it that you need to communicate to other people that will advocate for yourself? So it may be going back to this. It may even be going back to this card of like stating like, here's what I need, or if you want me to do that, I need this, or we need to have a little get together and have everybody on the same page, or we need to coordinate in some way. So I do feel like you step in and you need to advocate for self, like advocate for self in a big way. What do you need? Um, Ultimately, at the end of the week, I think with all this like roller coaster ride for this week, we end up with the Barrow, which is the Chariot card. And that is like forward movement. I often use a wheelbarrow as an analogy for magic. Did you know that? When I talk about magic, how when we bring in support for our magic, which can be all kinds of things, words and herbs and oils and candles and whatever that we're bringing in, these things make the wheelbarrow, like the ground, go low, so that it becomes like this when we roll our wheelbarrow. So even if we have something that is difficult, like an uphill, pushing a wheelbarrow uphill, we can make it even out, or even be like a nice gentle slope down when we bring in the assistance of our magical tools. So I think that is a good message for you. Like if you want to shift this energy and make it smoother, Bring in some peace and tranquility oil, bring in grand success oil, bring in things that are going to like help smooth the way. Bring in Queen Elizabeth oil so you can advocate for yourself. All of these oils you can put on yourself. You know all the ways to use an oil, but I think really this is like ultimately we get to that place where we're pushing the wheelbarrow along and things are moving forward again. So yeah, let's bring peace and tranquility to this situation. Bring success to the situation so that it isn't a wild roller coaster ride. Yeah. What do you have for
Excellent.
Devon?
I pulled this peace charm. So I think really focusing on the peace this week, all those things you just said, took the words out of my mouth. Earlier when I was looking at the snow, I like opened up the balcony and maybe for the first time ever in New York City, I didn't hear anything, right? Like I heard the snow falling, I heard the wind. It sounded like a winter movie, but I didn't hear any screaming, no honking, like no New York City ambiance. So like that piece is out there right now. Enjoy it. Savor this moment.
Yeah.
It won't last for long. So and I think this is a nice reminder too of like, when you're stuck at home, if that's your situation, it can be nice to enjoy the peace you've cultivated at home, right? And to remember like, oh, I do have like a nice, warm, cozy, peaceful place that I can enjoy, which so many people don't, right? So really taking inventory of those things and enjoying them and remembering that we can kind of channel them during less peaceful times too,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is probably like what people who are shoveling right now are thinking about this situation, right? This isn't peaceful at all if you're out there in the middle of it. So enjoying the peace that we are able to have.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's amazing. No ambulance sounds, no sirens.
Nothing.
Wow.
Easy. Yeah.
That's wild.
And like now that
That's
I'm thinking about it, I haven't heard anything all day. So it's great.
wow. I have to say, I have a mattress pad that's an electric heater, and it is I'm not as cold as you guys. I get it. All right, don't make fun of me. But when it was 45 degrees outside, and we have horrible insulation on our California homes, and it felt like 45 in here, I was like, oh, I got my little. You can turn that on. Feel the warmth. It's so nice. We can appreciate those little things, right? Love that. Oh, we love you so much, Devon. Stay warm, cozy, hermit it up, enjoy, drink nice hot drinks, and watch old movies. I mean, there's so many things we can do that are so fun when we get a snow day, right? And I think you have a couple snow days ahead. Oh, we love you so much. Let me do a couple more announcements, and then we will. Let's see if I can do this. What happened? Why isn't it letting me share screen? What the heck? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Let me share the screen, make a couple more announcements. All right. Y'all can see that, right? All right. Full moon workshops. Let's talk about those. Our shamanic witchcraft workshop series, which is amazing. I've been working on the PowerPoint for the next one, and I am so excited about this class. We have 13 full moon classes. We already had the first one, but it is available as a replay. You do need to take all like the ones. There's like a prerequisite, which is the ones before. We've only are on our second one coming February 2nd. So if you missed the first one, you can watch the replay of it and get caught up and come and join us on February 2nd. We're going to be talking about shamanic witchcraft tools and artifacts. It is an amazing way to enhance your witchcraft practice by getting a deep animistic connection to nature, going and doing vision journeys. This is all core shamanic techniques melded with witchcraft techniques, and you are going to have such an amazing experience. So, our next one's February 2nd. You can subscribe and save 25% or more. You want to find out more, go to witchcraftworkshops.com. Our Slavic Sundays workshops, speaking of workshops, are also continuing. They take place on the first Sunday of every month, so that'll be happening next Sunday. We'll be focusing on the pagan magic. The whole series this year is focusing on the pagan magic of the Slavic Circle of the Year and Rites of Passage. And our next one, which is February 1st, is the magic of the Slavic holidays of Butter Week. We're going to be talking about the pagan traditions that are hidden underneath the thin veneer of the Christian traditions and all of this and what this means for us in our magical practice. You can subscribe and save 25% or more. Go to witchcraftworkshops.com. Another I mean, next weekend is jam packed because January 31st, we have our new Sabbath Candle Magic workshops. Our first one, we're going to have 8 of them this year, are located around the Sabbats. And it just so happens that all these things align up for 3 days in a row. So January 31st, we'll be doing Introduction to Candle Magic. March will be Word, Symbols, and Sigils. We have a bunch more. We have 8 in total. You can subscribe and really up your candle magic practice. Subscribe and save 25% or more. And you can go to witchcraftworkshops.com to find out more about that. Don't forget, if you have taken a class, bought a product, had a service at the Parlor of Wonders, you can write reviews and win a $100 gift certificate. Yes, we give away a $100 gift certificate every month. For every written review, you will get an entry into that month's giveaway. You've got 6 days to do it before we do our January one. You can leave as many reviews as you want, and each one will give you an additional entry into that month's giveaway. We randomly pick a winner each month and send them a gift certificate. And we want to say congrats to our December winner, Abby S. Our January winner could be you. If you want to find out more, you can go to magicgiveaway.com, or you can just go to Parlor of Wonders, leave the reviews. You don't have to do anything else. So just leave the reviews. Leave those written reviews and you could win. All right, that's it. That's all for that. All right, let me come back here. All right, what is going on here? No, I don't want that. Not now. Stop. Go away. How do I make it go away? Oh my God, what's happening?
It was
What
gone,
is
and then you brought it
happening?
back.
What is happening? Oh my God. That is funny. All right. Now it's got some
Lem
weird little window and I want to get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? Oh my God. Oh well, it's only I see it, I guess. It doesn't
You don't have
matter.
to wait for windows. Lemoy has 2 different questions. She donated for a card each. So this is the
Oh, okay. All right. So our first one is Lemoyne. Then we have Detis. Detis. Anybody else that wants a reading? They should announce this. Anybody else who wants a reading? All you have to do is go to PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. Super Chat's just the button down below us here on YouTube, but you could go to PayPal or Venmo. The links are in the description underneath this recording. You can go there, make a donation, $10 per card, come back here, let us know where you donated, how much you donated, and what your question is. If you leave a positive, supportive message for Ukraine on the comments, we give you an extra card for free. So, did Lemoy leave a message for Ukraine?
I
Happy.
don't see one, but there's still
Oh,
time.
there's still time, Lemoy. All right. I need my family back, and live happily ever after. And that's question number 1.
Yeah, and then this is question number 2.
Order my 1 card. My second question, I need my other significant to block me from his phone so we can unblock me from his phone so we can talk and be on. Okay. All right. So I get it. All right. So number one was go back to number 1. So this is for
She just sent this
wish
to you.
my other significant would come over to my house tonight in the storm to show me his unconditional love he has for me and our son. Ride with us through thick and thin. Oh my gosh, Lemoy. That's hard. And when you're in a storm, that's hard too, you know. My donation, my question is sending my family back as soon as possible and live happily ever after. Okay, let's take a look at that one. Oh, look at this. I do see this. You know, this is interesting. We have Page of Pentacles, right? Princess of Pentacles is the equivalent of Page of Pentacles. That is a new beginning, like a new start to something that also has like a solidness to it. Remember, we saw this card show up earlier, like putting down roots for something. Because you have a child, I feel like the child is going to be like the thing that gets your family back together, right? The child is going to be the center of that, but the Pentacles is very good because it is about establishing roots and really building something strong and long lasting, right? That is that energy. So trust in this. Do your spell work, do your intentional work, and know that you are going to have your child is what is going to bring your partner back and bring this happy family back together again. That is going to be the that is what's going to start it. I also think it's like sometimes pentacles can be a little slow. So don't get impatient for a result this minute. I know you're like, I want this person to come back in the middle of the storm. I think these are like the family back is the partner that's blocked them, right? So
Mm.
I think that's the issue. So when I see like this, energy of pentacles, sometimes pentacles can take a little bit of time. So don't get impatient about the process. Trust the process, right? Trust that you're going to get this family, you're going to establish this family, but it's going to be about your kid being the sort of driving force of that. Then when your partner comes back, then you can start to work on the relationship to make it solid, right? And to work on this relationship. I think that's the next step, right? That's a real one. All right, next. Oh, thank you, Lemoy. Okay, we'll have a third card. All right, great. Okay.
The second question was here.
I need my significant other to unblock me from his phone so we can talk. Oh, this is interesting. So while I said your significant other, your family, and all of this, I actually think that we have King of Wands, and King of Wands is very passionate, very magnetic, fire energy. So when I see this, I feel like the essence of what you want to bring is this is very interesting. What I'm picking up from this, um, it's like you need to feel sexy to draw that person back, but that is an inside job, right? This is not faking it. It is to really love yourself and value yourself and feel like you are queen to draw your king, right? You are the partner that's going to draw your partner back. You are the match for your partner. But it's also like I use the Talk to Me oil, Queen Elizabeth oil. Good. I ordered a sweet reconciliation candle. Good, good, good. Right? A Queen Elizabeth is exactly what it is. Queen Elizabeth is about I'm a queen. I'm fabulous. Who wouldn't want me? I'm going to draw attention. I'm going to draw love in. And if it's you, great. But it's magnetic and pulling. It's not chasing after someone. So there's a very different energy than like I think the reconciliation work is perfect. Don't get me wrong. I think the talk to me oil perfect. Do that spell, whether you're using the oil or candle or whatever you're doing. But the Queen Elizabeth is key. And the Queen Elizabeth is about pulling somebody, like being almost like taking your attention off the person and focusing the love on yourself. Focusing the love on yourself. What is the love you would like to receive? Give it to yourself. Make yourself fabulous. Do your hair, get your nails done. Take a tip from the Love Witch, get fabulous nails. Do something that is going to make you uh, either like getting nails and hair is superficial, but it does make us feel good about it. Take care of yourself. Take care of your inside. Love yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself every morning, I love you. Wow. If you want to do a spell, it sounds simple. It is that is a mind blower. When you start telling yourself, I love you, genuinely telling yourself, looking into your eyes and saying, I love you. You're doing an amazing job. You're fabulous. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. Tell yourself the words that you want to hear from your partner. And don't make it BS. Actually mean it. When
Yeah.
you do that, you are casting a glamour spell that is going to pull people towards you, including your partner, who I feel is very easy to pull back in. But you need to elevate yourself to that queenly energy. You're not a beggar girl. You're not going to beg for someone to come back to you. You are queen. You're queen. They're going to come like, who wouldn't want all of this? That's your motto. Who wouldn't want all of this? You got to feel that about yourself. So that is your work to do to draw this because you'll draw them back, right? That is not an issue. All right. Third candle, the magician. Absolutely doing magic. Perfect thing to do. Perfect thing to do right now. Magician card energy. So work that magic. Like put that Queen Elizabeth oil on and say, I am a queen. I look in the mirror and say, I am a queen. Who wouldn't want all of this? Right? I love you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Tell yourself those words you want to hear. Such a beautiful thing to do. I love that. I love that so much. All
I love that.
right. Yeah.
I pulled this beautiful pearl charm and an oyster, right? So when I see this, I think of something really, really beautiful that comes in not so pretty packaging, right? And comes with a lot of hard work attached. So I think don't give up on this. This pearl is formed by what? Like pressure, right? So these difficult times can create something beautiful. And I think there is something really beautiful hidden inside here, but it is going to take some work to get to, and it is going to take patience. And yeah, I think like doing your magic, it can be magic can be a lesson in patience for sure, right? Like we light a candle and then we don't immediately get our results, and that can be frustrating. But I think if what I like to tell myself and my clients is if it were that easy, we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be here talking to you. We would be retired. We would be multimillionaires with like on our islands if magic were that easy. But it requires work, and it requires like putting in the work and like waiting for your results. So you can get the things you want, and I think you can get the change you want in this relationship, but it's not going to happen with like the snap of your fingers. And that's good, because if you did get that kind of result, it's probably not very sustainable, right? Like that's not going to be changed that's long lasting if somebody just changes overnight. So yeah, be really intentional right now. And I think setting intentions each day and saying kind things to yourself each day, but also reminding yourself of those goals that you have for your relationship are a great way to stay focused and yeah, stay encouraged. Don't look at any time this is taking as like evidence that your spell's not going to work. It's really the opposite. It's like evidence that your spell is still in motion. So don't give up on it.
Yeah, 100%. I think of that, like that pearl analogy is so perfect in the sense of like it's a little grain of sand or something. The pearl, it's uncomfortable, and the pearl then creates puts mother of pearl on that little grain of sand, and it creates the pearl. But the pearl is precious, right? And it's recognizing that pearl inside of you. You are precious.
Mm-hmm.
Are you acknowledging how worthy you are? Are you, that's it, man. That pearl is so perfect, right? Ah, what a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, Lemoy, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Um, all right. So next is Datis. Datis, tell me if I'm saying your name wrong.
They said you
Datis.
were saying it right.
Oh, good.
So there you go.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you.
And then we have Jane after that. But I don't see a
All
question
right.
from Jane. So Jane, if you have a question, put it in the chat so that we know. Otherwise, we'll
Yeah,
just do a general.
a general reading. All right. What do I need to know for this week? All right. We'll do 2 cards where you give you that extra card when you show support for Ukraine. Thank you so much, you guys. All right. Whoa. Wow. 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 This is an amazing week. You have an opportunity going to be handed to you that is like a big one, a great one. Um, the first card is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, I think of as money in the hand, an opportunity, a job, something concrete that is being given to you, a new beginning, a new opening. Oh, there's that bread and honey. I love it. I'm so hungry right now, you guys. I haven't had dinner. And all I had was a salad for lunch, so I'm really hungry. Anyway, so this is that energy of like something being handed to you, right? It's an opportunity, a golden opportunity. That is a gold coin. The pentacle is a gold coin. It's a golden opportunity coming your way. The opportunity is a big one. It's King of Pentacles energy. So this is something really awesome coming your way. King energy, King of Pentacles energy is like elevation, moving up in the world, being in more of a leadership role, or being in that place where you feel elevated, where you feel empowered. not only that, but Pentacles has to do with money, with job, also has to do with health, like health improving. So this is like some big thing though. When I see like new opportunity and King energy, it's something big coming your way that really is going to be like something remarkable. You're going to be like kind of blown away by it. So that energy of the King is all about you standing in your power. It's about you stepping into leadership. It's about you being really grounded because it's Pentacles energy and King is a grounded energy as well. It's really grounded in that energy. I feel like this opportunity is coming and it really feels like such a good one for you. I almost want to say like the thing that you may have been waiting for a while, or it may even be something you weren't expecting, honestly. It could be showing up in a way that's bigger than what you were expecting. I just it's like this really good thing being handed to you that is going to elevate you. So enjoy, enjoy.
I
And
love
I would
that.
say maybe the thing to know is like you're ready for this. Pentacles energy. If you have any doubts or like, should I or am I ready? It's like you're totally ready for this. You are very ready for this. Yeah. It's wonderful. Love that. What do you think,
Whenever
Richard?
I see the King of Pentacles, especially with like the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith depiction, he's almost like lost in the image. There's so much going on, right? And so I think whenever I get that card, I'm like, okay, I really need to not get overwhelmed right now and not take on too much. And the charm I pulled are these balanced scales. So I think keeping that in mind right now, and as you level up and as you take on more, remembering all the things that are currently on your plate still, because like they're not going away. And maybe they can, maybe upgrading or this promotion or whatever it is that you do next allows you to delegate some of that stuff or allows you to take some of those things off your plate. But they're not going to just fall off on their own. You're going to have to direct them or say, like, someone else has to do this now, or I now need help with this, or
Hmm.
reminding people, just so you know, I do this, so that you don't have way too much on your plate and the scales can stay balanced. Because I like you said, you are ready and like you're totally capable of this. But it's a balancing act, and it's like requires that we know what we're doing in any given moment,
Yeah.
right? So just be mindful of that.
Yeah.
Channel
Yeah.
your
I
inner
love that.
Libra.
Oh my gosh. Thank you to Tease. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, we have one more reading. If you'd like to get a reading, now is your opportunity. We have Jane, and then thank you, Jane. We have Jane, and then that's it. So if you want to get your reading, go to PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. Make your donations. Come back here. Go into the chat. Let us know where you donated, how much you donated, and what your question is, and we will happily answer that. Um, thank you, Jane. So does Jane have a question? No.
I don't see one.
Okay, let's do a
So I
number
guess just
reading
a
for
general
Jane.
reading. Wait, I'm gonna make our
Yeah.
giveaway wheel while we do this.
Okay,
So this
you
is the
make the
last chance
giveaway
for the
wheel.
giveaway too.
Yes. Yeah, don't forget everybody who gets a reading today gets in our giveaway wheel, and we're giving away a candle from the Parlor of Wonders. It is our I Love You candy heart candle. It is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's such a good one. Like I say that candle, can I just show it again? Because it is,
Yeah.
I kind of love these candles and I think they're so cute and pretty. Let me find it. Oh, did I close out everything? Okay, let me get to it. Just going to be a minute because I want to show everybody this. Okay, it's going to be here. Here we go. All righty. This is the candle. This is the candle we're giving away, just so everybody knows. So maybe you want to get your reading in so you can see it. I mean, get it. Be in the win. Be in the on the wheel to win it. So this is the candle. Um, this, oops, this is, we have a whole collection of candy heart candles. They're about 3.5 inches tall. They're super cute. But you know what I love about this candle? It's not only for a romantic relationship. You could burn it for a romantic relationship. You could also burn it for like, your friends or your family or your kids. You could give it to someone for Valentine's Day to tell them how you feel, like your kids or your loved ones or your partner. right? It's such a sweet candle, like whether you give it or you use it in a spell. It's so sweet. So this is the one we're going to give away. We have a bunch of new candy heart candles. We also have a love potion bottle, and we have a bunch of amazing candles for like heart tapers, and we have the heart, the change of heart candle. We have a bunch of little mini hearts. We've got all kinds of love spell, passion candles, come to me spells. I mean, we got it all. So you can check it all out by going to parlorwonders.com/love spells. If you want to see the new ones, just go up in the upper right. It says show newest, show the newest ones first, and then you'll see all the newies. Otherwise, I think it populates with like the most popular ones. You can see those. But yeah, go check it out. But that's what we're going to be giving away with the wheel. So we'll find out who wins that right after we do our reading for Jane. Thank you so much, Jane. We're going to do general reading for you just to because we don't see question. There we go. Okay. All right. And Jane gets 2 cards because she said she wants to support the Ukrainian people. So great. Thank you so much. Ah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. This is, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I kind of love these cards. Just looking at the images on these cards are so beautiful and magical and bee oriented. My bee moment. So this is Prince of Swords. So we saw this one earlier. So for you, Jane, this is about advocacy. This is about standing up, speaking your truth, right? This is about really stepping in and advocating for yourself. So there's something in your life right now where you need to speak your truth. There's something in your life right now where you need to ask questions or advocate for yourself. I think about like a great example for that is like when we're in the job, right? We're in a job and you want a promotion, but you don't say anything because you're waiting for someone else to like pick you. How about like letting them know you're interested in that promotion? That's self advocacy. I'm interested in that one. How do I get there? What do I need to do to be in the running for this job? These are self advocacy. Or, like it can be simple, like when you go to the doctor asking questions. How do I do this? I need that test, right? Those are self advocacy things. So, where in your life do you need to advocate for yourself? Where do you need to speak up and speak your truth? Ask some questions. Tell people what you need, right? This is what this card is about, being an advocate for yourself. So that's your first message. Second message, and this kind of makes sense too. We have the 10 of Wands, and we have this bee. These are called like the bee baskets. They collect pollen on their legs. Bees.
Oh,
Do you know
cool.
about that? So when
No.
bees go to flowers, they're getting the nectar, and they take the nectar back and turn it into honey, right? Um, but they also get the pollen on their legs and they can eat the pollen. They bring it back to the hive, they clean it off, and they use that as food as well. But also, the pollen, as they go from flower to flower, they're pollinating the flowers because the flower pollen from one spreads onto the other, and as they go around to all the different flowers. So these bee baskets are what they're bringing in. They're bringing all that pollen in. That's a lot of when we see those bees coming in with these bee baskets like this and they have all that pollen, it's like the cutest thing. I don't know. I love bees, I love bees, but it's like, wow, girls, you've been working hard. Look at all the pollen you got. I love,
So
talking to
cute.
them and saying that. So this is like you're carrying a lot. You can do it. The bees doing it, right? You're flying back home, but they fly back home so that the other bees can take the pollen off of them and then they go back out again, right? They take the nectar, they take the pollen, they take it all back to the hive, and then they go out again. So this is a kind of a version of the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is the person carrying the heavy sticks. They need to unload those sticks. They need to unload something. So I feel like your self advocacy is about this. Your self advocacy is about saying, hey, I need some help with this, or you need to take this from me, or I need to give you this, and I need to like clear my plate. But it's like letting people know that they need to help you with it or give you space or get out of your way or whatever it is so that you can clear your plate a little bit. That's what this is all about. So, oh my gosh, I love that so much. What did you pull for Jane?
I pulled this sewing machine charm, which is maybe my favorite charm that I own. It's just so cute. So to me, this is about little alterations, right? Like, and yeah, you could use a sewing machine to create something from scratch. And maybe you should. Maybe this is a great time to like get crafty and make something. But I think with like clothes, if something's torn or something doesn't fit anymore, if you know how to work a sewing machine and you have the supplies, you can fix that. You don't have to start from scratch. So I think really making small tweaks right now and using the skills that you have, and the tools that you have wisely will allow you to make things a lot easier. But like it's time to reassess and kind of take some measurements, see what isn't fitting as well as it used to, and where you can either take in or let things out a little bit.
Good advice. Make an alteration. That works. That works. We
And
have Patty, and
yeah,
then we're gonna spin our wheel. So Patty, did Patty leave a support message for Ukraine?
yeah, she did.
Oh, okay.
Here we
Oh, that's so nice. That's so sweet. All right. So the message for the reading guidance I can use right now. That's the message. That's a question.
go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Patty. Got to put my glasses on. Okay, so here's what I see where you're at right now. Like this is important. I think you're in a situation, when we see 5 of jars showing up, it can be like looking at loss or looking at something that isn't working out the way you were hoping that it would. But there is that secret message that is in 5 of cups or 5 of jars as this is, which is the 2 jars of honey behind her. Right? She's mourning something, she's lost something, but there's 2 jars of honey behind her. So your work right now, the guidance that you need right now is to, okay, acknowledge what is the loss, but turn your energy to what you have. Focus on what you have. Focus on the things that fill your heart, or what is preserved, or what is like the glass half full. We've talked about this. This card has come up earlier. What is glass half full for you? What is it that you can appreciate? What is it that you can have gratitude for? Bring your attention at least half of the time, if not more, to the things that you are grateful for. That's what you want to bring your attention to, not to the loss, not having 100% of your energy going to the loss, but also get back on track with the gratitude practice. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? When you do that work, what you get is the Prince of Wands. Prince of Wands energy. It gives you the courage that you need to get through, and actually quite an optimistic aspect of it. I feel like there's something that's very challenging in front of you. I also feel like you have a core of optimism and a core of energy to move through. This is very empowered energy. It's the equivalent of the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands has a message. It's a fire knight, right? When I think of the fire knight, I think of like a firefighter. When I think of firefighters, I think they have the skills necessary to go in and take care of business. Yes. Do you think a firefighter is not scared going into a burning building? Of course, they should be scared. If they aren't scared, they're an idiot, right? They should
Yep.
feel a sense of intimidation. They should feel a sense of like, wow, this is scary. But a firefighter is trained to go in. So they go, yes, I feel scared, but I know my training and my team are going to protect me. You always have a team. Your team is your spirit guides, the people around you, your loved ones around you. You have a team. Even if there's nobody around you, you have your guides and your ancestors that are there with you. You have the training to do this. So the message of in this case, the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, is to feel the fear and do it anyway, to get in there and trust yourself. You can do it. You can do this scary thing. And also focus on the gratitude of what you have. It's not these 2 things are not easy things. I can tell by these cards you're up against it right now. But this is what you need to get through, and this is what is going to get you through, and you will get through. That Prince of Wands, that Knight of Wands, you will succeed. But to get into what you're experiencing right now, it's a real test of courage. That's the difference between being like like fearless and being courageous. Those are two different things. You think they're the same word. Fearless means you don't have any fear. That's kind of like if you're going into a burning building, being fearless is stupid, right? But courage is I feel the fear and I do it anyway because I trust my training, I trust the people around me, I trust my support team, and I know I can do this. And that's what you're being called to do is to step into it, to go through it, and to come out on the other side. Do what you need to do in there. Rescue who you need to rescue. But yeah, yeah, it's like and really, really put your energy on a gratitude practice right now. That's going to make a difference too. I think that's going to give you the balance and the energy so that you can take care of what needs taken care of it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Patty. What do you have for Patty?
I pulled this little angel playing a flute. So I think this is about your guardian angels and your spirit guides really having your back right now, but also trying to contact you right now through music. So I think if you're not somebody who has the radio playing or, puts on puts your playlist on shuffle or stuff like that, give it a try over the next few weeks because I think your spirit guides are trying to send you messages through songs. So this could just be like really sweet little things, or it could be like answers that you've been looking for. So I would be on the lookout for this. It's one of the ways they communicate with me a lot. And I hear so many of my clients saying it too. So now's a really great time to be on the lookout. I think also, you can use music therapeutically. So if you get stressed out, listening to calming music and allowing that to be a way where you can kind of commune with your guides and tap into their energy could be a really good thing right now.
You know what else happens for me too along those lines? I'll have a song pop into my head. Do you ever have that happen?
Oh my gosh, all the time, yeah. I was
And then, and then I look,
I'm laughing
what?
because I was telling my sister, because I live in, like, an age of advertisements, I also get medication stuck in my head from commercials where I'm like, "I wonder what that does." But yeah, I get songs in my head all the time and, like, little phrases from songs.
Yeah.
And
What lyric
sometimes
is popping up,
yeah,
right?
sometimes it's kind of random, but a lot of times if you pay attention, it can be really, really useful, or
Yeah.
really sweet, right? Like sometimes our ancestors are just trying to reach out to us and tell us they love us, and they can do that through music, especially if we like hear songs that we know our loved ones liked and stuff like that. So all kinds of ways they can come to us through song.
Mhm. You know
Yeah.
what? I have a reading for the Love Witch. You need to turn down the sound when the commercials come on.
Well, I barely see them anymore, so I have all the ad blockers installed now.
Oh, good, good. Oh my
But yeah,
gosh.
I don't even feel tempted to ask my doctors about these medications. I'm always like, I wonder what that does. They all have such catchy names.
Oh my gosh. All right, this is our wheel of giving away our wheel of prizes and excitement. Is it showing? Oh my
Um, oh wait,
no.
yes, yes, here. Now it's
Is
showing.
it?
I'm turning it on. Now
Oh,
we
there
see
it
it.
is. Okay. This is our wheel. Thank you, Love Witch, for making the wheel. My gosh, everybody who got a reading is on there. We're gonna spin it, and whoever's name comes up, they win that beautiful "I love you" candle, and we'll tell you how to get that. Devon,
Now it's
Devon.
2 weeks in a row.
What?
2 weeks in a row. Devon won
Oh,
last week.
Devon. Oh, you should buy a lottery ticket. Don't go out in the snow though to
Right.
get a
Yeah,
lottery
you can do
ticket.
that on your phone.
Ah, congratulations, Devon. All right, so we'll see you guys next week. Next week we'll probably start at 7:30 Pacific, 8:30 Mountain, 9, no, not 7:30. Excuse me, 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, because we're going to be teaching a workshop. I've got my workshop, my First Sunday's Witchcraft Workshop, which is my Slavic Sundays Witchcraft Workshop. That'll be happening next Sunday. Don't forget, Friday is Candle Magic, Introduction to Candle Magic. It's a amazing class. Thank you for taking that down. And also, we have our second shamanic witchcraft workshop happening on Saturday. So we got an amazing weekend. Maybe if it's snowing and you have nothing to do, you could be learning
Yeah.
instead of just sitting and twiddling your thumbs in the snow. I hope you join me. All right, everyone, have a great week. Anything you want to announce, Love Witch, before we wrap up?
No, stay warm out there. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thinking of you guys. Thank you again. Oh, we didn't count how much we raised this week.
Oh.
Duh. Let me do that. Let me do that really quick. I'll get my calculator out. Is there anything about the Parlor of Wonders that you want to share so I don't have to babble?
Well, we have all of those great new Valentine's Day candles that just dropped, right? So actually, if you go to Parlor of Wonders and you click shop, they're going to be the first thing you see because I put them at the top of the new arrivals section. So
Oh,
there's
I love
so
that.
many candles in that new arrivals section. So if you haven't been keeping up with all of our drops, go scroll through.
Oops.
There's hundreds of new candles. So
Oh my God. I made a big a mistake here. Hold on.
oh.
I got to start over again. Oh my God. So here we go. Let me add it up. Okay. Clear, 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 clear. Okay. I meant to put 20 and 30 and I put 2030.
Well, that's going to be a really good
Yeah,
week for
yeah,
them.
it's gonna be really good. All right. And then, all right. Almost there, guys. We'll see how much we raised. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. Do you want to say thank you to everyone on the
Oh,
list?
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, thank you to Jessica, to Valerie, to Universal Goddess, to Evelyn, to Vivian, to Devon, to Lamoy, to Dietz. Is that have we decided
The
that was
teas, the teas,
pronounced?
the teas.
To Patty, to Jane.
Thank you so much. We raised
Oh
$242.
my
Oh my
gosh,
gosh. I will throw
amazing.
some in there. That's a really wonderful big number. Thank you so much for your generosity, your donations. We're going to be feeding 6 plus seniors, which is pretty awesome.
It's
That this
incredible.
week. That's awesome. All right, you guys. Thank you again so much. We'll see you next week.